Welcome back. We're talking about the nation's HBCUs, a 25-year-old federal program that helps finance construction projects for historically black colleges and universities could be at risk under the Trump administration.
But a brand new report examined the economic impact of the nation's historically black colleges and universities on the U.S. Dr. Brian Bridges, Vice President of Research and Member Engagement at the United Negro College Fund, is here to tell us what the study found. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So what is the impact of HBCUs on America, the economy, our state of the world here?
Well, the impact is substantial, and I have the report right here that I'll show off a little bit. HBCUs Make America Strong is the title of the report, the positive economic impact of HBCUs, and the impact is $14.8 billion in total economic impact each year, over 134,000 jobs each year, and over $130 billion in lifetime earnings for their graduates from the class of 2014.
Alarm tomorrow at 7:15 a.m. Oh. Sorry, you know, my phone is listening to you. Apparently.
Just a little bit. As we look at what the effect is, as we mentioned, there's a program. The federal government would help bankroll construction projects, other improvements at HBCUs. It's at risk, and I'm curious what the overall impact would be.
Well, we know that currently the budget that is being moved through the Congress is being negotiated in both the House and Senate, and they're making some markups to the what was proposed by the White House. And in that were several programs that are important to HBCUs, including what we call the HBCU Capital Finance Program, other programs like Pell Grants, Title III funds. All of those projects are very important to HBCUs, and we're working aggressively at lobbying the Congress to make sure that those programs aren't cut, because we believe that Congress does not have an appetite to cut those programs that are so important to HBCUs.
Based on the results of your study, how do HBCUs stack up against other universities and colleges that are not historically black?
Well, you know, the study is not comparative in that way. It doesn't pit HBCUs against non-HBCUs. However, we know that institutions that are similarly situated in similar locations with similar enrollments and expenditures would have the same kind of economic impact as well.
I know, and I just got to ask, how do you respond to, I read an article that was said this study doesn't go far enough. It doesn't look at everything, and it could go a little bit deeper. It doesn't look at things like the benefits of homecoming and social engagement and things like that. Why not bring that as part of the impact?
Well, you know, we believe that this report is starting a national conversation around the importance of HBCUs and their contributions. And while we did not include some of those variables like spending by alums, spending by visitors and the like, one, we couldn't because those are more local numbers. And so we didn't have there's no national database that tracks spending by visitors. And so we used the national data that gave us this benchmark that serves as a good starting point for talking about the economic impact of HBCUs.
And what's the goal from here? What do you hope to gain or get from this report?
We're hoping that this report really stimulates a deeper conversation about the contributions of HBCUs and helps to change the narrative about HBCUs, which are often grounded in this deficit as to why we still need them in today's society. We believe that this is an important tool in helping people understand the many diverse and various contributions of HBCUs.
Yeah, and that support to get out there. Dr. Brian Bridges, thank you for coming in tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And we're back after this in the final, or excuse me, 5 to 6:30.
That's later tonight.
The Final Five's my show at 11:30. See ya.